What up, y'all? Back again. Uh, Doing things from another spot today, but I wanted to come at you today. Um, just been going through some things, high level stress, so bear with me on the channel, man. So anyway, today I talked about this a few days ago, and I kind of I don't know, going through some things and ganked some stuff down, but I wanted to put it up in a different way. But I wanted to talk about, I talked about you being in a new season, and that we're putting this old man away, because we got to make room for who we are now. And it's not that, and Brian talked about this a lot with me because we talk every now and then, but it'd be that we don't want to say the new version, and I agree, but it's like who we have become now, and it's new. It's a new pathway. So that's where it's new, but it's not like you're trying to be a different version as much as it's just who you are now, who you've become, who you've your growth has shown. And so in this season, I was talking about a little bit of stuff about how you got to watch for projection, because people will try to project onto you who they are, what they want you to believe, and that's a powerful thing. And if you've grown up accepting projection, see, these are part of the old cycles that when I talk about you being the new you, who you are now, what God is birthing in you in your new season is to put away these old cyclic thoughts and ideas. Okay. And a lot of times we've grown up and we got into these relationships after we left a home, from, it's like sick family to sick partner to sick friendships to, sick different situations. And I mean sick because they weren't good for us. And now we've woke up, we've understood, we got our intuition on check, and we let intuition rule us and tell us, and our discerning of spirits. And we know what evil looks like now, when we used to just see it on TV and think that it was out there. But now we know that it's been mingling with us our whole life, and some degree unbeknownst to us. So we have to take those rose-colored glasses off, right? And projection is something that people, it could be anybody, man, now. So, and when I'm talking on these things, sometimes I'll take things down, but I just don't want people to get the wrong idea. A lot of times I'm just talking about in the spiritual realm, and I'm not talking about anybody specific. So, there's a lot of sensitive people out there, and I don't need no extra coming my way, but what I wanted to say is this projection can come from anybody, and that's my point. I'm not thinking anybody specifically, but it could come from friends, it could come from relatives, it could come from anybody that you deal with. And I'm getting away from the partnership, because I'm talking about the partnership still, but I don't want to just talk about the partnership, because I'm realizing that, for us to come into ourselves truly, that it can't always be about talking about the love partnership. At some point, the love partnership, as much as we bang down that door, should be pretty easy to understand, to know the red flags. If you've been following me for a while, or other people for a while, following your intuition. But people try to project themselves onto you. And like I said, this could be, they have to purge. Evil people have to purge, because they don't process. We process, they purge. Okay? We process, meaning we accept what's ours. We ask for forgiveness. We try to make our wrongs rights where we can, and stuff that's beyond us, or something that has nothing to do with us that we've dealt with, then we leave it alone. We walk away from it. We don't need nothing toxic in our life. We've dealt with that enough. And now it's about happiness and joy and trying to be around like-minded people. That's why I say iron sharpens iron, and I don't want no wood around here. And on a narcissistic channel, I still have to continue to talk about narcissism, right? And that's fine. But I'm starting to broaden it a little, because I don't want y'all to always wake up thinking narcissism. So I want to talk about good things, but some of the ideas and the ideals of the narcissist that you're going to see out and about, because you're not only going to deal with narcissists, you're going to deal with narcissism, you're going to deal with narcissistic people. You're going to deal with people that are ill. They're not always ill, but they're ill today. Okay? And we've all been there. But, we need to not be ill, but we also need to know how to deal with ill when it comes our way. And it's not to say that these people are always going to be ill, but to be a professional individual, and that's what I'm trying to get you at. Part of where my channel is going now is to become, and to make you guys become the most professional person that you can be. And so that way you can deal with the attacks. If you can deal with them in a professional way, then you can deal with them and have power over them and be successful in the world that you're living in today. I can go into spiritual warfare, but all day long, and that's fine, and I will do that. But I also want you to know and have the tools and have the understanding that, you need to know how to address things in a kosher way, in a way that is not going to be ill-willed to the people around you and people beside you, and to always keep your cool. Okay, because people try to project onto you. But like I said, we need to keep our joy. And part of where the enemy tries to attack you is to try to get you to be in an unprofessional way, deal with things, and then the what comes with that later is a lot of other stressors that will knock your vibration down to the ground. Okay, so when people try to project on you, you need to keep your joy and be like, yo, man, in the spirit realm, you got to be thinking this could come at you any day, any moment of any day. So you got to learn to just deep breathe and not take things personal. Just know that you're going to get attacked. You're the one that's going to be attacked on a daily basis, okay? And if you expect that the attacks are going to come on a daily basis, then you're going to be vigilant, but not vigilant to where you want to be vigilant to just like run your mouth. But you want to be vigilant to where you know to stay calm all the time, because it could happen at any moment, and that you're not going to take it personal, but you're just going to deflect it, because what they're trying to do, and I mean, honestly, we've all been at fault at this. So from time to time, we're not perfect. We've all done narcissistic things. I mean, sometimes, a lot of times unbeknownst to us, but we let those feelings take over. And that's what you can't do. You just gotta take your feelings and detach from the feelings when you're dealing with stuff that comes at you, at least. You can process it, but you don't want to attach your feelings to it as much as you want to be precise in your thinking and processing. Okay, and so when people try to project their crap onto you in the spirit realm, you just need to keep your joy, keep your calm, take deep breaths, and meditation on the Lord is a really good thing. But just be like, yo, man, that's yours. I mean, in the spirit realm, you throw that back. That's you. That ain't me, man. And you got to keep this joy right here. You know what I'm saying? And people will try to bait you. And like I said, in old relationships, they will try to bait you, as in pull you back in. And remember, I talked to you about getting pulled back into the web, the narcissist web, where you're just about outside the web. You've been away from them a long time. And then they try to bait you back in so that you could catch some of their karma, and that they can strip you of your traits and of all of your what does she say? What's her name? These my gains. It's one of the subscribers. I like that. But they try to take your gains, man. And they will. They'll take all your gains if you let them. Meaning everything that you worked hard for, they will strip you of it and walk away with it smiling while you're, stuck in the dark, damp, wet closet with crying, and with a hole to dig yourself out of, to try to climb out of, debt and all kind of stuff. And then, they'll come back when you've recovered. And it's not fair. It's not fair to you. It's abuse. It's abuse which way you look at it. And then they'll pull you back into the middle of the web again. And then there you are wearing their energy. They're wearing yours, out parading around, getting new supply, chilling, cheering, spending your money, spending all of your energy. And you're in the middle of their web, you looking like them. And they know it's going to take you 6-8 months to try to get to the end of the web again. When you just about healed up so they can pull you back in. That's why the narcissist has a harem. That's why they have a bunch of flying monkeys, and that's why they work their family the way they do, because they got to keep these people in catching their karma. Because if they were to catch the brunt of all their karma because everybody left, that's what the seduction does. They'll bait you, try to get you back in a relationship. You didn't care. Yeah, I cared. But you don't need to tell them that. You are done with it. You don't need to explain yourself to the narcissist. You just tell them, look, man, you don't walk into that bait. They want you to be like, yo, I cared and I tried. And the next thing you know, you're in the middle of a relationship again. You let your emotional doors open. You don't ever do that with a narcissist. You keep them closed. Keep them things, bam, nailed shut with the narcissist. Chained up, locked, put the board in it. Bulletproof them things, man. You don't ever open your emotional doors to the narcissist anymore. That's where they get you. You just be like, yo, man, you can have your opinion. You're allowed to have your opinion. I have mine, and that's over. And baiting, as far as like people out and about, will try to bait you into something reactive. Reactionary abuse is called, right? Most of the time you'll see it in the love partner relationship where they know how to push your buttons. But, people out there that are dealing with dark spirits, they know how to push your buttons too, some of them, because the dark spirits are monitoring spirits that are jumping around. They know who you are. They've been following you generationally. And they know you breaking these curses, and this is your season, and you getting shined up and glowed up. And they don't like it. They don't like that you smiling. They don't like that you got tools in your toolbox to crack these jokers. Woo! So stand up, man. Stand tall. Just smile. Keep that joy on. You keep that joy on, you can't get reactive. You just be like, yo, man, I'm not playing these games no more. You just know it's a game, and you just don't play in on it. And I wanted to tell you a couple other things. I did talk about that the twin flame. Enough was talking about that. Enough said, or I think her name was. She's like one of the subscribers. But the twin flame, she's right, man. She was always telling me how evil it was. It is evil. It's pretty much there's the runner and the chaser, and it's a form of narcissistic relationship that most of us have dealt with. But you don't want the twin flame, you want the kingdom spouse. And, I want this channel to be like y'all was talking about in the comments a few days ago. But, we family now. And y'all my tribe. I'm your tribe, the ones that stick with me. Enoch and them, I know, I've been seeing you, bro, since day one. Enoch, my homie, man. And, my dude that be always telling me to rock on, brother. I love that. And my other guy to be like, he always give me a timestamp that he like. I like that, y'all. And not your ordinary dog walker. What up, yo? I had some dogs. Rescued them too. Had them till they died. Treated them great. I love dogs. We just want to be out there professional, because we got to look good. See, the narcissist is good at looking good. We've been the one running around and flipping out all the time. But now we got to be professional, yo. For God to use us, we got to elevate. And he don't want none of this flipping and flopping, man. That's not what God's kingdom's about. We kingdom, y'all. So I also wanted to talk about... so you want to look for your kingdom spouse, but you don't have to look for it. It'll come to you. When you acting right and living right, and you putting God first, God says, you put him first, he'll give you the desires of your heart. Seek ye first, and all these things will come to you. Whoo! Good measure, pressed down and shaken together, will men give into your bosom. You don't have to worry about that, man. Just stand up. And when you can't stand no more, God will give you the energy and the strength to stand on that Bible, that word. Standing on that word is to stand on Jesus. He's your advocate with the Father. And so without him, you ain't got, if you don't know him, you don't know the Almighty. Okay, so, and, I'm getting to the point where I don't care, if people don't like what I say. I mean, I do if it's something that matters to where I need to make changes in my life. But when it comes to the Word of God, I'm afraid to talk about that. So it is what it is, because God changed my life when I was 20. And if he hadn't changed yours, he will, if you seek him first in the kingdom of God and not this world. So also wanted to talk one more thing about cycles. Everybody talks about cycles. You can know the narcissist cycle. Let me tell you something. The narcissist, it's not their cycle. It's the demons' cycle that are inside them. And when those devils tell them it's time to move on because they're insatiable, and they need to get more, they need to get better energy. They need to suck off somebody better. They need to get parasitic on somebody else now, because we can't suck off somebody who ain't got enough fuel anymore. It's time to go, narcissist. Well, then that narcissist is going to get up and move. It's not the narcissist cycle. It's the demonic entities inside the narcissist that's cycling them. And that's why out in the world, people say nobody taught them nothing, but they all run on cycles. Yeah. Took me a minute, took me a while, but yeah, the cycles are not the cycles of the narcissist. I mean, to some degree it is, but the cycles are controlled by the entities inside them. And that's why they're all over the earth. It doesn't matter where they come from, whether it's Australia, UK, Canada, England, Holland, or America. They all, or, Mexico, or down south down there. It don't matter, man. Chile. It don't matter, man. They all run in the same cycles because these are similar demons and devils. And, so I do have hope for the narcissists. I do, because I have seen some narcissists. I don't know. I mean, they were possessed with the Jezebel spirit. So that's an interesting thing. I've been, trying to understand deliverance a lot more, and trying to get, my life, where I can be with the Lord, so that I can be more of a powerful person to help in deliverance with people that are injured like that. Because, that was one of Jesus. That's Jesus, man. One of his number one commissions was to cast out devils and demons, man, and set the captives free. If you're going to set captives free, that's the way to do it. I mean, he was the all captive setting free, Holy One that, went and got us out of death, hell, and the grave, and got the saints out and got us saved. But God's good, man, and he's working a new thing in you, and it's your new season. This is my new season. We know narcissist season. We know narcissists no more. We know about them, but they in the past, y'all. We moving on. We got to pass the Jordan. We like Joshua and the Israelites, man. We about to cross the Jordan, and we gonna defeat those giants, man. And we ain't looking back. Praise God. So give me a like, subscription if you're still on, and a thumbs up, y'all. I love y'all. Stand tall, soldier up. Peace out. We out, y'all. Peace.